Huang, Dean from Faculty of Science and Engineering, National Donghua University, Taiwan, as a speaker. Distinguished Mr. Rio Nur Tantiana, PhD, Researcher of Research Center for Data and Information Science BRIN, as a moderator. And distinguished all participants joining us on-site and online by Zoom and YouTube BRIN Indonesia. Well, ladies and gentlemen, please allow me first to read the agenda for today's sharing session. The first agenda is the opening session. Second will be presentation led by our moderator. Last but not least, there also be the closing session. Distinguished participants, please allow me to read the event guidelines. First, please keep your microphone mute while speakers are presenting. Use the raise hand feature or the chat box to ask questions. 2, participants are kindly requested to rename their display name using the following format: name _ affiliation. 3, participants are encouraged to use the official Zoom virtual background provided by the organizer. 4, if the Zoom meeting reach its capacity, participants may join the webinar the BRIN Indonesia YouTube channel. And 5, please complete the attendance and feedback form via the link provided in the chat to qualify for a certificate. For lucky winner will receive prize will be announced the end of the sharing session. Ladies and gentlemen, next opening remark by Chairman of Research Organization for Electronic and Informatics BRIN to Professor Dr. Eng Budi Prawara. The screen is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, Professor Bu Yun Huang from National Central University and Dean of National Donghua University in Taiwan, Director Research Center for Data Science and Informations, and also researchers from National Research and Innovation Agency, participants. First, I would like to thank you very much and welcome to our hybrid sharing sessions. This sharing session is held by the Human-Computer Interactions and Visualization Group in the Research Center for Data Information Sciences. Today, we are honored to have Professor Wu Yun Huang with us in BRIN, Bandung. He is a distinguished professor from National Central University. And also, he is a Dean of National Donghua University in Taiwan. Professor Huang's work in using AI for human-computer interactions offers valuable insight that can greatly benefit for research community in BRIN and also in Indonesia. This session will explore how intuitive human generative AI co-creations empowers users to visually design authentic, contextualized, and personalized math word problems for educational purposes. Therefore, Prof. Huang will present the speech titled Human AI Co-creation with an Interactive GAI for Visually Generating Math Problem in Authentic Contexts. We hope Prof. Huang's expertise will encourage teamwork and new ideas in our research, not only in the Research Center for Data Information Sciences, but also other research center in the Research Organization for Electronics and Informatics. We are optimistic that this sharing session will lead to exciting new projects and help future research development for us. Once again, thank you Prof. Wang for coming to BRIN. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Professor Budi. Next, we will have the presentation of Plakwe and Safonir from BRIN to our speaker. We would like to invite Professor Yuan and Professor Esa to come forward, and we will have a group photo session with all participants, but those attending on-site and those joining us online. We will group photo session. Photo session. We will group photo session in outside, yeah. For the onsite, please in onsite outside, and the Zoom meeting we will Miss Tiara. The group photo session for onsite participant will take place outside, while participant joining via Zoom will guide by Miss Tiara. Bapak Ibu di
Okay, all participants on Zoom, can you open your video in my PC at first slide? Okay, keep smile. I will take the one slide. 1, 2, 3. The next slide. 1, 2, 3. Okay, thank you.
ini kayaknya kabel audio. Oh iya. Okay, thank you to all participants. Ladies and gentlemen, next agenda are presentation from speaker lead by moderator. Before that, please allow me to read the discussion session guidelines. First, participant may ask question by using the raise hand feature. Second, participant may also submit question through the Zoom chat box or the YouTube live chat. And third, the moderator will select and invite participant or question to address it by the speaker. Distinguished participants, our moderator for today's session is Mr. Rio Nurtantiana, PhD. Before we begin, please allow me to briefly introduce him by reading his curriculum vitae. Mr. Rio Nurtantiana, PhD, is researcher from Research Center for Data and Information Science BRIN. For his education background is Bachelor in Electronic and Informatic Engineering Education, UNY, Master in Electronic and Informatic Engineering Education, UNY, Master Science in Network Learning Technology, NCU Taiwan, and Doctor in Network Learning Technology, NCU Taiwan. Professional experience are conduct research in AI, learning analytics, educational technology, AR, edge computing, and smart learning system, author or publicator in leading international journals, active presenter at international conference, hold multiple HKI related to apps, mobile learning, smart tourism, and digital education technologies, and recipient of the P. Tau Pai Scholastic Honor Society Award 2023 and Best Presenter Award, the ICO ABCD Conference 2025. At this point, I would like to invite our moderator, Mr. Rio, to take over and facilitate the presentation session. The floor is yours, Mr. Rio.
Okay, thank you for the introduction. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, dear distinguished guests, our speaker, Professor Huang, respected college, and all participants, both on-site in here and online around the world. Once again, welcome to hybrid sharing session with Professor Huang. My name is Rio Nurtantiana, and I'm glad to serve as your moderator for this sharing session today. This morning, we had distinguished speaker, Professor William Huang. Professor Huang is a distinguished professor at Graduate Institute of Network Learning Technology at National Central University, Taiwan. And currently, he is also Dean of College of Science and Engineering at National Tsinghua University, Taiwan. Before we begin, allow me to read his curriculum vitae briefly. Professor Huang received his master degree and PhD degree in computer science from National Tsinghua University, and currently he is distinguished professor. And his professional experience, the first is Dean, Faculty of Science and Engineering, National Tsinghua University, Taiwan. And he also ranked #1 worldwide in publication output in terms of H index paper and impact factor in technology assist learning, language learning by Computer Assist Language Learning Journal, and ranked among the top 7 scholars globally in instructional design and educational technology research performance. And he also lead and participate in numerous international research collaboration with institutions in Asia, Taiwan, UK, and other countries. And he also frequently as a keynote speaker and invited speaker at major international conference across Asia, including China, Indonesia, Taiwan, and other countries as well. And he also strong interest in applying AI for innovation to enhance human-computer interaction in education. Today, Professor Huang will share his insight with presentation titled Human AI Co-Creation with an interactive generative AI for visually generating math problem in authentic context, which promise to offer new perspective and deepen our implementation of generative AI for human-computer interaction. And this presentation will last for around 1 hour, followed by the 25 Q&A session. During the Q&A session, I request that maybe you ask your question by raising your hand or put into the comments in the Zoom or YouTube. Then Professor Huang would please answer them one by one. And ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Professor Huang with applause. Professor Huang, time is yours to present the presentation and sharing session today.
First of all, thank you, the leader, Professor Budi, Professor Budi give, online welcome, opening remark, and also thanks Professor Asa, come here to, give me a very warm, reception. I'm very happy to hear again, and maybe this is my first time. Oh, first time. My first time. Yeah, hopefully the first time we'll come here. Okay, I don't remember how many times, but yeah, familiar with Badan BRIN. So yeah, we look like old friend many times. So also thanks Dr. Rio to moderate my speech today. I will talk about my recent research, related to last time. Last time I give similar research topics, but in different aspect. This time I will give continuous research, the similar aspect, but different approach, different like viewpoint. So this is like, okay, my series of the research in one topics. So not only just one study, two study, I have a third study, fourth study. So this is like a long-term planning of my research. When we try to do some like research or problem solving, we cannot solve the problem one time, right? We will do it step by step. We will solve the problem gradually. So this is usually my experience. Okay, when you find a very compromising, important research topics, we have like a planning, right? Year by year. Okay, maybe you need a 3-year project, right, to solve the problem. So I'm very happy to share my research, like experience here again. So thank you, Professor Asa. Yesterday come, today also come. Although you are very busy. Right now, you are the head of the research center of the data and the informatics, yeah, like science. I think this is a very busy administration, right? It's a big research, center, many research group under your leadership. So I'm very happy, to meet you again, and thanks your continuous support to me and also Dr. Rio. Yeah, sure. I hope we can have more solid collaboration. One of the your member also joined my lab. Ang right now study his doctoral degree in Taiwan, and your member, yeah, is very excellent and also diligent. So yeah, I also hope all of you, if you want to pursue your doctoral degree, welcome to Taiwan. Welcome to Taiwan. So Taiwan have very good scholarship to like a faculty member, higher education in Southeast Asia, include Indonesia. Higher education, if they are faculty member, like a lecturer, okay, like a UP or like a UNE or like a ITB, they will get a government level scholarship, at least 3 years. So I think this is a very good offer for Indonesia, like expert to study doctoral degree in Taiwan. So I know all of you are researchers. All of you are researchers. So try to do some problem solving, research like solve the problem. So yeah, I'm happy to share. I'm happy to hear. Okay, so before my formal speech, before any, like Professor Asa, do you want to say something? Because I know, closing remark. Yeah, thank you. Okay.
This discussion continue.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, I sit down or stand up. Yeah, okay, maybe I sit down. Okay, so you look at the title today I will present is called social, socialization, kind of the collaboration. Okay, but collaboration just one of the socialization, also like cooperation, collaboration, cooperation, negotiation, also sharing. So this is related to human interaction through the GAI, generative AI, how to help human to human to work together through the GAI. So this is also HCI, right? Human computer interaction, but help people, human beings to work together. And then through the GAI help, through the GAI design. So this is also quite important. Usually complicated problem, not only one person can solve, right? Many people, right? To solve together, but we need GAI to help. Today I shared just for one domain knowledge, mathematics. They also can apply to different subjects like physics. Physics also can, we also can address generate physics problem, generate mathematical problem, generate maybe some, like a problem, like nature science problem. So the similar approach, but today I just focus on mathematics in socialization. Okay. So here is like human AI co-create with interactive GAI. I need to turn on, already turn on.
They're not.
Okay, work. Thank you. Okay. So I just mentioned this is one of my research directions. So there are several studies. I try to address one by one. So study one, this is the general, the first try about user GPT and authentic contextual recognition. Use this technology try to help generate the problem. Okay, meaningful problem. Usually, how to find a meaningful problem? Problem finding important, not only problem solving. Problem solving. Okay, I give you problem, right? And then you try to solve. But who initiate this problem? Who find this meaningful problem? So this is also important. Not just follow the original problem. You give a better algorithm, right? Better approach. So maybe we'll get a better performance, less complexity. But here we try to generate word problem in real world, in authentic context. Not the old problem, right? Usually the problem we find from internet, from textbook, right? Okay, or maybe original, we know there's some problem, but how to find a more meaningful? So here I use like a GPT and authentic context. This is the first study, already published 2024. Second study, contextualize, personalize word problem. These first two studies I already presented last time. Last time I talked about first study and second study. So very lucky, published to good journal, Web of Science Journal, 2024. And today I will address study 3, number 3. So also very lucky, just accepted this year, 2024, IEEE transaction on learning technology. So number 4, right now under revision, I have confidence. Number 4, the study 4, also will get accepted very soon. So you look at this is just like the milestone, how to plan to solve the one problem step by step and more deeply, right? More meaningful. Okay. I just mentioned help human-computer interaction and also human-to-human interaction by AI. So yeah, it's very meaningful. We know AI is very powerful, but we cannot just rely on AI. We still need to upgrade, right? We still need to promote ourselves, right? To have a higher knowledge, right? Higher skill, higher cognitive, understanding. So how to utilize AI to help human being become smarter and smarter. Not just we use AI, but without any upgrade ourselves, right? Yeah, over reliance on AI. So maybe human being will become still be, right? Just ask AI to do anything. Finally, we will slain by AI. Okay, AI becomes smarter and smarter, but we don't have any improvement. So I think this is quite important. How to help human being to more meaningful interaction and also to do some collaboration, negotiation, and then we can become smarter and smarter. After that, we can control AI. Not AI control us. We can try to utilize AI. Okay. So here I want to address like a problem or question. Sometimes I use question, sometimes I use problem. Okay, quite similar. So high quality question or problem over to the user or learner, the user. Even some like some important thing like earthquake or volcano, right? Natural disaster or like a tsunami. So this is also some problem. So if in case this natural disaster happen, how to train, how to educate people, they can save their life, can escape safely, right? Go to the shelter quickly, right? Also maybe can have a good preparation. This is like give some question, give some problem, but this is authentic problem, authentic, contextual, the real problem. Okay, real problem. Maybe you can use like augmented reality or virtual reality, right? So they can try to have some practice and how to learn, okay, how to solve the problem. So the second part is called learner or user co-work. They co-work, right? Not just one person. Maybe before we just consider just the individual, right? Oh, you solve the problem, okay, or he solved the problem. But how about maybe we need several people to co-work? Certain research focus on the problems for cooperation, collaboration, right? Or negotiation. Certain problems. So we need to find a high quality of the problem, high quality of the question. In socialization. Socialization, I will introduce, there are four kinds of socialization. Collaboration, cooperation, negotiation, and sharing. Okay, this is a framework. Why I want to propose the framework in the beginning? Because I will show the overall picture, right? From the macro part, from the top level, to see, okay, this is the framework of the world problem. M is a mathematics. You can change maybe for natural science, right? Or maybe for physics, or maybe for social science, the world problem. So authentic world problem. Here, this is a COPA, it's called MWP, maybe world problem. Then there are 5 dimensions. Authenticity first, then personality, and then linguistic, sociality, and also domain knowledge. Domain, for example, domain maybe mathematics, right? Maybe like ecological system, or maybe like physics. Authenticity is mean this problem is surrounding you. You know this problem is very related to you, right? Okay. Right now, maybe you know that in India temperature is very hot, right? Sometimes over 50 degrees Celsius. So this is a heat wave, right? Heat wave. Some people die because very hot. So this problem is related to them, right? But in Indonesia, not so hot. In Bandung, maybe what the problem? Maybe flood. Maybe because the big rain have the flood, right? Near south of the Bandung. I heard the news maybe last year. The southern part of Bandung, like a basin, right? Basin is when the big raining, the water will floating to the bottom of the, like a basin, So maybe Professor Asa, I know that your house is near Telkom. Your house
In the
south of the Bandung. So over there have a serious flooding.
Yes, sometimes.
Sometimes.
It is a hard rain.
Yeah.
And after that we do.
Yeah, I have like a flood, right? So the river, okay, yeah, I think over the river bank, and then okay, the flood, because this is your real problem, right? Okay, different from India. In Taiwan, natural disaster is earthquake. Taiwan have a earthquake so often, earthquake. So maybe the problem related to your life, right? Surrounding you. So this is called authenticity. The top one, authenticity. So need to relate it to your life. So you will have feeling, experience, and also motivate you to have an interest. Then personality is mean that related to you. Maybe everyone have the different interests, right? Okay, maybe someone like science, someone like social science. Okay, different. Someone like exercise, but exercise different. Someone like swimming, someone like jogging, someone like play basketball or tennis. So this is called personality, personal to need to match your real life, right? Also need to match your interest. So next is linguistic. Linguistic is talk about the problem. We generate the problem by AI. AI help us to generate problem. Okay, to generate meaningful problem. So linguistic also know that the problem is easy to understand, easy to comprehend. Okay, sometimes AI when they generate some essay, sentence is confuse you, right? Sometimes the particular sentence they're logical. So we also consider the quality of the linguistic. So today I will talk about sociality, socialization. Just like some kind of this problem, not only related to you, maybe related to your family member. For example, this problem is like kids and parents. So kids and parents need to solve this problem together. Or maybe in your lab, not only you, maybe from different domain knowledge, or one from like economics, right? One from like mathematics, one from like computer science. So three experts need to work together to solve the problem. So this is belong to sociality, right? Domain is domain knowledge. It depends on what kind of problem, maybe social science problem, or maybe like a mathematical problem, or maybe physics problem. So this is 5 dimension we need to consider when generate word problem, the text problem. Okay, problem sometimes is a very simple problem. It's multiple choice, right? Multiple choice, A, B, C, D. You need to choose one. So this is a multiple choice question or problem. But word problem is just like later I will show you, right? Describe the problem, and then okay, there are 2 people need to solve the problem. Okay, person A, person B. Okay, what are their background? Okay, what are their opinion? So these 2 people, how to solve this problem? So we will generate high quality of the problem, word problem, for 2 people or 3 people. So they need to solve the problem together, co-work. And like a pink color, this is related to some like consider like a personality, like their difficulty, because personal have the different ability. Maybe there 2 people. One person is like ability, maybe some domain knowledge is a low level, basic level. Some is advanced level because of different ability in domain knowledge, right? They are just a novice. For example, programmer is just beginner, right? Some programmer is advanced level. So the 2 people or 3 people, they have the different ability, right? So we need to, generally design the problem based on their ability. We can, okay, if both of them maybe is a very experienced programmer, advanced programming ability, we will generate the, challenge, right? The problem. But if they're just novice, we just generate the basic programming problem, right? So this is called personality. So personality also have the difficulty, right? Difficulty. Linguistic, like about semantic relationship. So talk about the problem, the linguistic is good or not. Also sociality, talk about because not only just one person to solve the problem. Maybe 2 people, 3 people. So they talk about their interaction. They need to interact each other, have a discussion, right? So discussion like a frequency. Maybe they have the frequent, interaction, negotiate, talk to each other. Maybe some also need interaction quality. Okay, not just frequency, also quality, meaningful interaction. So also quantity, also like consensus, also like a social interdependency, social interdependency. What does it mean, social interdependency? Maybe parents and the kids is very different, right? Parents and kids, they have the social interdependency. They depend on each other. Teacher, student, right? Solve the problem. Or senior brother, right? And a younger brother. Also, team leader or like the member, team member. So there is maybe have the interdependency, depend on each other. So you need to know their relationship. So you find how to generate meaningful problem. We need to consider so many aspects. If we rely on human being, it's very difficult, right? Human being, you consider so many aspects. But if we use GAI, we can give some. This is some of like a criteria, right? And then give them some example instruction. GAI can help to generate. Actually, we just use like prompt engineering. Prompt engineering, this is basic. Yeah, right now in my lab, we try to build our model. Today I will present I just use a commercial large language model, GPT. I use commercial large language model. But right now in my lab, we try to train our own model. And then we will compare, okay, our trained proposed model compared to GPT will be better than GPT. Okay, because the GPT or like a Llama is just for general purpose, right? General purpose, not for some domain knowledge, problem generation. So I think their performance is not good enough. So how to improve? We need to train our own language model. Training, use some data set to train in our model. So I think this is quite interesting, step by step. So not only just for study, we will have the study part. Use our trained model, propose the large language model. Okay. I think this is just like the first two parts, just like I mentioned about real world application, real world. This is related to my last talk, right? Also critical thinking about how to solve the problem. For example, okay, if you are the leader of the team or like a research group, how to find the research direction topics? Yeah, because okay, your group member, your lab member, okay, how to, maybe there are several research issues, right? So which one is the most important? Need have the priority. So the same, maybe you are a leader. In the future, you will become senior and have experience. So maybe can lead some group or team or lab. So how to find the research problem? Is very important research, direction. So I'm like advisor, right? Supervisor, doctoral student, PhD student. I need to, give them a good research problem, right? Research question to motivate them. So this is not just problem solving. I find that, important research direction. So when we submit this paper to IEEE TLT, okay, editor-in-chief think, oh, this is good. Nobody address problem solving in socialization. They just consider one person, right? Not, I think very few. I don't know. Maybe in the world, some expert already consider, but very few expert address problem solving generation in socialization. So editor-in-chief of this journal recognize this study. Okay, although our solution is not best, but still acceptable because this is the first try, right? So the like a mathematical assessment or like their reading, help their reading comprehension. So here, like step by step, the last part talk about collaborative assessment, right? Besides the individual assessment, I highlight with red color and also socialization competence. They can help their socialization competence. Not only your like ability or like a skill to solve some problem, but also you can, how to negotiate, how to help each other, right? When you, try to solve the problem. Not just, oh, I solved the problem, but I don't want to talk to other group member. So this is not good because this is complicated problem, right? We need to contribute each other expertise. Some maybe mathematics, some maybe like engineering, some maybe like programming, right? Okay, so it's a different expertise. So it's called socialization competence, right? Here, definitely I mentioned about mathematics, but you can apply to different domain knowledge. Okay, definitely we need to evaluate. If you, generate the word problem in socialization, oh, there are several socialization word problem. okay, for 2 people or 3 people. How to know the quality? You need to evaluate the quality, right? Just like, okay, when you, yesterday, Dr. Rio mentioned about like smart research environment, smart research environment, SRE. But how to evaluate? To help generate the literature review, right? Yeah, maybe use his system, proposed system, or generate literature review. But how to know the quality? We need to evaluate, right? So evaluate is quality is good or not. Okay. So later I will talk about evaluation. Okay, so you look here. Left side is context specific. This is about contextualization. Also about adaptive difficulty. We need to adapt to the user, right? Their ability, right? If their ability is high, difficulty level will high, the problem. If their ability is basic, the problem we generate should be very basic, right? Problem. Also, personalized content, maybe like their interest, right? Or maybe his experience. Different user have the different portfolio, right? User portfolio. So maybe we will base on their portfolio to generate a problem, not just ability. We will know that maybe their interest. Maybe their interest about like some ecological system, right? Some is interest in business, right? So we are based on their personal portfolio, personal content to generate the interesting problem. So they will, this problem I feel interesting, right? So they have high motivation. Also context are related to their life. Okay, maybe Bandung here is about tourism, right? So if you want to do like promote tourism in Bandung, so this is good topics, right? Maybe there are so many people interested in this, this issue, tourism in Bandung, right? But in Jogja, maybe Jogja about education. Jogja many university, higher education, right? So maybe different, topics because they're surrounded. Right-hand side is a socialization. Today I will present, okay, my research result. So socialization, we have 4 parts. Like, although not clear consensus how like LLM can promote. We use generative AI, LLM, large language model, for this 4 parts in socialization: collaboration, cooperation, negotiation, and idea sharing. So before I talk about my performance, I want to highlight, okay, this, okay, presentation. What is their contribution? Okay, later on I will talk the detail. So, we develop a criteria to guide, because we use generative AI, LLM, right? To adapt and generate word problem to drive socialization, this 4 parts. Also, we just use a prompt engineering framework. Actually, we need to build our own model, right? Or use RIG or fine-tuning, training our model. So this is just the beginning. We also like performance, report their performance through the automated evaluation, expert evaluation. We also use the LLM to evaluate. Okay, automated evaluation like use like recall, right? Precision F1 value. Expert is just like invite expert to give evaluation. But LLM, we just give the prompt instruction criteria, okay, to evaluate the word problem we generate for socialization. So this is very clear. Based on our contribution, there are 4 parts, right? And also like evaluation model, 3 evaluation model, and also like like a special group, their background performance. So this is very formal. Because I spent much time in the beginning to highlight the importance of this study, right? And to unique contribution, also maybe the results and maybe brief approach, right? So here, definitely, we need to consider the theoretical framework. Theory is like a social, cognitive, and social cultural aspect. Not only just like a technical aspect, right? Usually, because we are researchers, most background is engineer, right? Or science, but we seldom to consider how to, give a good problem or research issue to several people, several researchers, right? Because one team, one lab, several researchers, right? Not only just one person. So need to consider their social cognitive. Some research group, maybe member, they are the junior, right? Some is very senior. So this is a different social cognitive. And also social culture, maybe their background is very different. Some from Bandung, some from Surabaya. Maybe the culture, some from North Sumatra. So there is a very different background, right? The culture. So this is like research management. Because not only just the problem solving, because also involve several researchers, right? Several lay members. Okay, so how to generate the problem, and then how to divide the problem, sub-problem to different members. So here, this is before we try to propose our idea. We need to have the literature review, right? To know the existing approach. So far, what kind of research address this issue? We need to know the existing approach, right? So you can look like use a template base. They use a template base. So this is can generate novel or complex, rich, like a word problem. This is like a rule base, template base. Okay. The second is like a pre-writing. There is generate like a variation from existing and like a word problem. Also just maintain the basic, like a solvability and the structure. So the quality depends on the original problem. Rewriting, redesign, redesign based on the original problem. So the number 3 is a neural network. They generate the diverse novel word problem. Also like a learning pattern from the data automatically. So also incorporate the context and difficulty evaluation. But however, there is you can look at limitation, the less control over output quality and the reasoning step. You can look, may produce ungrammatic or unsolvable problem, and also less control the quality, output quality, and reasoning step. So this is a neural network approach. But right now, we use generative AI. Okay, generation with minimal resources, also consider personal difficulty, right? So there is but the quality depends on the large language model. Because this large language model is a general, right? The baseline, also based on the prompt engineering quality. Maybe we cannot say LLM 100% correct. I still have the error, so some problem. So evaluation also need and validation. You need to evaluate, right? And after that, you try to improve. So this is we use the number 4 approach. Okay, but currently, we try to improve the LLM, propose our LLM. So here, definitely here, we use a prompt engineer right now. So this is like a 0 shot, a view shot, right? IG, change of soul. tree of the soul. Okay, so this is like a different capability. Okay, their characteristic. So we try to survey like prompt engineering. Now we use a chain of soul. In this presentation, we use a chain of soul. Okay, maybe I just mentioned IG, right? Sometimes they use IG. Okay, but IG we need to have the actual data, right? Actual data to so not the fine tuning retraining like build the IG, right? Okay. So here we use prompt engineering for generating socialization problem. Okay, so we performed, I mentioned 3 evaluation: automated evaluation, expert evaluation, and also LLM based evaluation. So here is like a criteria development and also prompt engineering technique. Then the bottom part is evaluation. Okay, the bottom part is evaluation. So here about like system architecture. So we just try, because this is the first, we try to solve this water problem in socialization, water problem generation in socialization. So we will try to give some solution. Okay, basic solution. We cannot test all, right? For example, here just 2 students, 2 users. If you 10 users, this is very complicated, right? 10 users, maybe one research team have 5 researchers, right? 5 researchers have different background, right? Some is a senior, some is just a junior, some the expertise is very different. Maybe some is like software engineering, some is like image processing. It's very different. So this is we just simplify this is like an example. Just consider two users. So we consider like an authentic image because it is related to real life world, right? So how to give the LLM real life the world? Take picture, okay, and give the topics. For example, if this is about like flooding, right? Flooding, and then we will give flooding in Bandung, southern part of the Bandung, and then give the picture, right? And also give the location topics. So they will know, okay, this water problem related to flooding in Bandung. And so they will generate the water problem related to flooding, in Bandung, right? Not in other city, okay, not other, natural disaster. In Bandung, it's impossible to have the tsunami, right? Tsunami near the beach, right? Okay. So, also, texture data, image texture data. So authenticity criteria. And then this is a digital shot. We use a digital shot to generate the water problem for authentic aspect. Later on, we have like a select. Then we have the redesign. So this is a review process, use a chain of thought. So this is like a prompt engineering, step by step. First, consider authenticity. Okay, sorry, contextualization, about context. Second, we will talk about this is about domain knowledge, right? Domain knowledge. Actually, they also consider the personalization. Here also consider personalization because there are 2 users, right? Student A, student B, so 2 students. So they will also give these 2 users, these 2 students, their background, and also about domain knowledge, mathematical aspect. So they will select, one, because generate 5 candidates. First, there are 5 problems. So we will select the best, use 14 use LLM. They will give the different 4 because maybe 5 people. Okay, I think the first one is good. You think second one is good. So we will know which problem. Total is 5. Which problem will get more votes? Okay, so we select one and then we redesign based on socialization. There are 4 kinds of socialization, like a collaboration, cooperation, negotiation, and sharing. Based on these 4 parts, we generate 4 kinds of the word problem. 4 kinds for collaboration, cooperation, negotiation, and sharing. Later, I will talk about the detail. This is just the first approach. Okay, maybe we'll have the better approach, but it can work. So this is about authentic, contextual information, contextualization. So talk about, okay, this is about our tool, because this is like a mathematical, right? Geometric. Okay, if the natural disaster, maybe it's different. For example, like flooding in Bandung. Okay, maybe two users. One is like a senior, right? One is a newcomer. Newcomer just moved to Bandung, maybe just a couple months. So if flooding, maybe the newcomer don't know how to do, right? No experience. But the second one is very experienced, right? So maybe the scenario, okay, maybe area, the Bandung have flooding, and then, okay, maybe some place, okay, happen, maybe they leave the first floor, second floor. I don't know, because they leave the different place, like first floor or basement. So it's a different context, right? So if heavy rain and then flooding happen, okay, this is like about context, But the example, this is for geometric, very simple geometry, just 2. You can look at right hand side. This is some school, right? I don't know what kind of school, because this is a primary school, right? Or high school, elementary school, primary school. So you can look at, there is like a triangle top, right? And also like this is a square, right? The bottom is a square. So this is about contextualization. So contextualization, just like I mentioned, the first part, contextualization criteria, authenticity criteria, they will generate 5 candidate problem. And this 5, we will try to elect which one will win. So this is pretty easy to understand. So next, this is about like problem. First, this is contextualization problem. How to generate? Okay, generate 5 mathematical word problem. We generate 5. So we will, choose. We will give 4, which will win. Okay, which is best. So this is a problem scenario, task introduction, because this is for mathematics. And then the second is personalization. We already talked about, because I just mentioned there's just 2, maybe 3. So this is group size, right? And also gender. We also consider male, female. It's a different, right? Like a natural disaster, because of gender difference, right? So we also consider gender. Also, there's social economic, right? And also there like okay, this is IQ. That's not. Also, like reading comprehension. Okay, about like reading literacy, because we share the word problem, they need to understand the problem. So reading comprehension also need to know that the reading comprehension score. Okay, maybe literacy is not good, but mathematics, too, right? It's elementary school, right? Learning process have the low learning process, but B have high learning process. B maybe can learn very fast, right? So because the IQ is a little bit high, B is a little bit high. So they try to analyze the stage 1. Stage 1 will generate 5 candidates. They try to analyze and then give them score and choose one, the best one. They think of the best one. And last socialization, we will try to generate, like 4 problems. We extend, because we choose 1, then try to extend to 4. for word problem, for collaboration, cooperation, negotiation, and idea sharing. Okay, based on the such kind like social frequency, social quality, interaction quantity, and also their dependency. They're dependent on each other. Actually, this study conducted by my former PhD student. She also from Indonesia. Right now, she a lecturer in UNED, Erlangga University, Surabaya. So this PhD student, she is very diligent and excellent. Okay, also win like NCU President Scholarship. She also win, right? Yeah, win the NCU President Scholarship. So mean that they perform excellent because so many PhD students to compete the President Scholarship. So finally, she win. Dr. Liu also got this scholarship. The award, this is called scholarship award. Okay. Some of the detail I will skip. So you can look at this is about 4 scenarios, how to generate the 4 socialization word problem. Right? So the last stage, we will give the also the same prompt engineering for these 4 kinds of socialization. I will talk this quickly because this is evaluation. I need to show you the criteria of evaluation. You know, when we submit to the high quality journal like IEEE transaction, reviewer very experienced and very tough. They check very detailed. I remember maybe 4 reviewers. 4 reviewer, international reviewer. Okay, so they give, you know, many reviewer comment. Okay, we need to address one by one. So we try to write as clearly as possible, as completely as possible. So this is just like for contextualization linguistic, criteria. This is for mathematical aspect. This is criteria. Okay, so we have the several. Problem is answerability. Problem structure. Problem is clarity or not. Or multiple solution strategy. Usually, some problem solving have the different strategy, right? Mathematics. Okay, so we will if there is a multiple solution strategy, this is good, right? Not just only one way. We can have the different approach, but reach the same goal, right? The solution, but different approach. So this is about social cognitive aspect. We also need to evaluate this one. Oh, this is our contribution. But we based on some related paper. Because we propose a socialization, right? We survey related paper. So cite some previous paper. And then like group size, we just criteria is 5W1H. 5W1, 5W is who. 5W is W, 1 is who, what, when. Why, we also have why, and also how, right? So we based on this 5W1H to evaluate social cognitive aspect. So you can look at when. They also have the when. When is maybe next. When, where the when? When is here. Okay, maybe when do some socialization, that is the beginning phase, right? Middle phase and the end phase. Beginning need to understand each other, right? For example, like collaboration, that is just high engagement. And for cooperation, just moderate engagement. Because that is for task division. Cooperation is mean that I divided this task to 2 subtasks. Okay, you in charge first task, you in charge the second subtask. So they after, subtasks, they will try to do it by themselves, right? Later on, they will combine their solution together. So this is called cooperation. So you can look at it's a low to moderate interaction. Cooperation, after two subtasks, you solve by yourself, right? Later on, you combine together. But collaboration is very different. They need to solve the problem together, not divided and conquer, right? Divide and conquer, or you divide it, and you solve the subtask, others solve another subtask. For collaboration, you need to have the intensive discussion, right? So it's high interaction, continue exchange to refine the problem, right? So this is very interesting. So automated evaluation, we use Blue and BRIN, and also human evaluation. There is, I just showed 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3. And LLM base also uses this to evaluate. We also compare like zero shot and our approach. We use like a step by step, like a chain of thought, right? So this is a different prompt engineering compared to zero shot. So we perform much better. Because when we submit to the journal, reviewer say, okay, what's your contribution, your proposal, mechanism, compared to use GPT. You just give the GPT such kind of prompt, right? GPT will generate the word problem in socialization, but actually quality is not good. Why? Because GPT don't know this issue very well. GPT, they just general purpose. Their data set, GPT have the data set, right? Before they release this model, they have the data set. But the data set not related to word problem generation in socialization. Very few, right? Data set related to how to generate the word problem for socialization. GPT don't know because data set so few. So definitely GPT cannot answer very well, right? Because this problem is very new, promising. Okay, so we find that it's much better than zero shot the GPT. So we also compare the four kinds of socialization about automated evaluation. How much time? Okay. So maybe I will quick to present the results. So we have the old evaluation. These four kinds of socialization. View, BRIN. And also this is a human and the LLM. We invite expert, right? Mathematical teacher, more than 10 years teaching experience. So invite the mathematical teacher to evaluate the word problem in socialization we generate. So this is the human, this is the use LLM. So their interconsistency, okay, is pretty high. Okay. So we have the different kind of evaluation of word problem generation in socialization. Use LLM and use a human being. The same, this is for mathematics. The previous one, this is for like linguistic and also context, right? Contextualization. Next is about mathematics. Next about like socialization aspect. Try to evaluate. Use LLM to evaluate. Use invite expert to evaluate, right? So this is a personalization aspect. Okay, this is just I want to highlight. I based on this framework, right, to conduct this research. 5 dimensions, right? 5 dimensions. I define the different items to evaluate. Right? And there are 4 kinds. Sorry, it's actually I just talk about three evaluation. We have conducted experimental evaluation. experimental is mean the word problem. We will give the real user try to solve the problem in socialization. Oh, this problem maybe need 2 people, right? So we will give this problem to 2 people, the real user, right? And then they can try to solve this problem together. And this is called experimental evaluation. But the paper today I present just consider automatic, human, and LLM. Actually, heuristic we also not done yet. Heuristic. Actually, we can do another research, right? Heuristic is mean the teacher will use, user will use this system to generate the word problem. How about this system is friendly or not? Easy to use, usefulness. Just like, okay, if we give a system, we will evaluate this system like usability test. Usability test. So this is called heuristic evaluation. Okay, I think that this is maybe the last second slide. Conclusion. Introduced with structure, model, holistic framework for socialization-driven word problem. Socialization-driven word problem. So move beyond individual problem solving, right? Original, just individual, right? To socialization, mathematical learning. We can learn from each other, right? Not only just one person to solve the problem alone. So also multiple evaluation. Okay, I want to just highlight again contextualization, personalization. We consider different, like embed, authentic, multi-model. We will consider multi-model in the future, not just word problem. We will multi-model problem. We will generate output like a graph, right? Image, right? Or video, not just text. Also, personalization talk about cognitive, socio-economic, right? Demographic factor. Socialization, I just mentioned, okay. There are several criteria. Interaction quality, interaction frequency, okay, or like dependency, interdependency. So this is a pedagogical part, like a meaningful real-world scenario, spatial group characteristic, interaction-oriented type. Actually, you can consider this just like user to user. Okay, user. We need to educate user, right? Okay, maybe use HCI if we develop system, just like Dr. Rio mentioned about smart research environment. So you need to help undergraduate student, right? How to, train them, right, to write a high quality literature review. This is not the last one. Sorry, no. Yeah, would you please show the slide again? Maybe I skip one slide before conclusion. So far, any question? Actually, almost end. Besides pedagogical, it's also technical. At the end of the question. Okay. Thank you. That's what. Yeah. Yeah, pedagogical. No technical. Maybe I missed one slide. Okay, maybe another is a technical contribution. Yeah, besides pedagogical. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, this is my presentation. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Prof. Huang, for giving us such meaningful presentation. Please give warm applause. Okay, now we have a Q&A session. If anyone has any question, I'm sure Professor Huang would be please answer them one by one, Professor. For participants in this room, please raise your hand. Tell us your name, research group name or affiliation. And the other hand, the online participant, can ask the question into the comments box in Zoom or raise hand as well. And right now in here, in on-site, have any question to Professor Huang? Oh, there is one. Please tell your name and the affiliation. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor, for your great presentation. My name is Tita from PRSDE. So my question is about evaluation. Based on your current finding and knowledge, probably, how far currently available evaluation metrics can capture different dimension about creativity or reasoning in solving math problem? So for example, let's say there are two students or two learners that try to solve one math problem, but they came with different kind of problem solving or reasoning. Like one student solve the math problem quickly, and the other students reach the have the solution, but then it takes a long time. So what is currently, I mean, the expertise opinion about this, or whether our current metrics or evaluation can capture or measure this kind of dimension? I'm actually curious. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Miss Iftatu. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe you can answer, Professor.
Very good question. You know, like creative, right? Creative, how to help their creativity, right? Or reasoning, because the world problem, not just solve the problem, right? We also like to grade their cognitive level, maybe reasoning more meaningful reasoning, critical thinking, or creativity. I have the one collaboration here with Whoopi, and with faculty of educational science or like educational technology program. Creativity, we need to know what the criteria of the creativity to evaluate, right? Before we creative word problem, creative word problem, or like a deep reasoning word problem. We need to know how to evaluate, right? Yeah, creativity, or like critical thinking, critical reasoning. So creativity, there are 4 dimensions. One is called originality, fluency, flexibility, and evaluation. So there are 4 dimensions to evaluate creativity. So we can use these 4 dimensions to guide, okay, the LLM to generate creative problem generation, creative word problem generation. So right now it's very powerful, but we need to know the evaluation criteria. Just I mentioned about like research, smart research environment, right? How to generate the literacy review, literature review. So literature review, they are maybe use Prisma, right? This is criteria, how to evaluate your Taki, right? Your Taki is a creativity, right? Also reasoning. So we need to know their criteria and just use this criteria to propose your system, to develop your system. Maybe can build your model, right? Or maybe build your prompt engineering. So I don't know. Right now, GPT can generate creative problem. GPT can generate creative problem. I don't know. Use a zero shot, right? Maybe it's not good enough if we use a zero shot to GPT, and the GPT maybe so, right? So we need professional LLM. Maybe we use some data set, right, to train our model. This data set related to creativity, right? Okay, so 4 dimensions.
Okay, thank you, Professor Huang, for your answer. For Dr. Iftatu. He's already answering the question. Okay, yes, thank you. Okay, thank you, Dr. Ifatu. And there is any question from this room? If you have any question, please raise your hand. Or in the Zoom or in the YouTube, if you have any question, you can ask your hand. No? Yeah, maybe they need more time, Professor, to grasp your idea and to know. Maybe I want to ask you the question, Professor, regarding the socialization. Because you mentioned that this interaction is based on the socialization, right? In the real socialization. And you mentioned that one group is have a two member, right? In here.
Very
Yeah, simple. I know, simple case. And you also mentioned that currently the experiment still didn't yet in the university, still didn't yet, right? And
not done yet.
yeah, not done yet. And my question is, how we can know that these two member have a different personality? I mean, the implementation in the real implementation, just asking them one by one, or they need to have the like a personal interaction, and then we record their interaction, or how we collect the personal data to match this two member. I mean, different personality that you mentioned, right? How we collect the data. Thank you, Professor.
Very good question. How to implement, right? How to carry out, to know the different user, right? The different member, their background. Okay. But I think use the similar approach. If you have the input, right? About like the user, 2 users, 3 user, or 2 members, 3 member. If you have, like portfolio, you can use their, portfolio as input to personalization module.
I see.
So personalization module, we can build the problem, right? Based on the different user, okay, their portfolio, then generate suitable, word problem in socialization. So it can work, right? But case by case.
Oh, okay.
For example, if in your research team or research group or lab, maybe there are some research problem or issue. So you give this context to the contextualization module. Then you will know how many people will address this research problem, maybe 3, right? So these 3 member researchers, their background, how old they are, and their expertise, right? And then maybe their interest. If you have their portfolio, you also can use their portfolio in personalization module. Okay, the research problem, contextualization module, the member, if the researcher, right, the member, maybe 3 or 2, you also can use this user or researcher's portfolio in personalization module. Then the last one, socialization. What kind of socialization you want to achieve? Or maybe cooperation, right? Or just divide and conquer, cooperation. If the collaboration needs to more interaction, right? To solve the problem together. Different from cooperation. Cooperation is divide and conquer, right? So can use the similar approach, right? Step by step to generate, such kind of word problem, right? Make this problem, research issue more meaningful. So it's interesting, right? Give the topics, for example, maybe image recognition topics. And also like, okay, give the some description, and if this research problem about image recognition, maybe 3 people will work together. So try to build, right? So it is possible, right? Yeah. So I think this procedure is very, practical, right?
Yes.
Can use in different scenario, different domain knowledge, not just mathematics, also can like ecological domain knowledge, ecological, or like natural science, okay, or physics. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Professor Wang, for your answer. Is there is any question, new question from this room? Please raise your hand. Oh, Professor Esa, want to ask the question?
Okay.
Yeah, please, Professor Esa.
Yeah, thank you, Prof. Wang, for the impressive presentation. I think a lot of the new ideas that you have presented here. Yeah. Maybe I have one question. I'm interested that this LLM model can generate some mathematical problems. And so during this generation, does the models also generate the answers of the problems? So maybe if each problem can have a particular answer, so I think the problem is already complete because we can use this problem to people to test the people, to test the capability of the people related with this mathematical problems. Yeah. And then secondly, from your slide, you showed the ICC parameter. I wanted to know the ICC parameter is the kappa parameter. Kappa parameter. Is it right? Cohen kappa. Is it similar? ICC. Oh yeah.
It's similar.
Similar.
We just use the well-defined criteria to know that there are, because LOL and expert,
Yeah.
we want to know their consistency. So it's
That's all.
the first one actually is a good question because we generate the word problem, right? Mathematics. We also need have answer, right?
Yes.
Need have a solution. So if we conduct experimental evaluation, we also need to know the answer solution, right?
Sure.
Yeah, because when the experiment evaluation, we will give this word problem in socialization to real user, right? The user will solve this problem together, and we will evaluate their solution. And actually, our system will try to prepare, I cannot say the optimal solution, maybe near optimal. Now, I cannot ensure the best solution or not, but we still have a solution. Then we can guide the user to know their solution is good or not, right? If the solution have the misconcept, right, or maybe make some mistake, we will give the feedback to detect their solution, right? And give them feedback and try to guide them how to solve the problem, become better, to solve problem better and better.
So how we can give feedback to the participant? Is it based on the manual assessment or automatic?
Because right now,
Right.
it is possible, right? Use LLM automatic. I cannot say 100% correct. Still, but even we use expert human to give feedback, still have something wrong.
Yes.
Yeah, even we are expert, give the feedback. We cannot say our feedback is 100% perfect.
Okay.
So right now, I think it can do it. Give automatic feedback.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Prof.
Okay. Thank you, Professor Huang, for your answer, and thank you, Professor Esa, for the question. And there is any question again in this room? Maybe please raise your hand. There is any question? No, no question. Really? Oh, where Rafat? Okay, if no question in here, how about the online participant? There is no? Oh, I think no, Professor. I think all of us already understand what you say right now, Professor. And then maybe can help us to improve our research regarding about the socialization. Okay, because there is no question again in the online and on-site, maybe I will close this session. Okay, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your active participation in this sharing session.
Close the remark.
No, still not yet. Yeah, later. I will. Yes. Before I close this session, I would like to highlight this sharing session first. Okay, just a little bit. Professor Win Huang presentation show how AI actually brings students together. He called us the socialization. For example, the study sociomath LLM system use real world picture to create a math problem that fit each student personal background. Instead of making student work alone, the AI generate tasks that require them talk, share idea, and solve problem as a team. This exciting research proved that interactive generative AI can do more than just teaching a math. It can be a powerful partner in building human connection and collaborative learning in the classroom or in the outside classroom. Thank you once again, Professor Huang, for your valuable speech today. And please give applause again to Professor Huang. Okay, I will give back this session to the MC. Thank you very much.
Okay, please give applause, Mr. Rio. Thank you, Mr. Rio, for directing and guiding the discussion session. Thank you, Professor Huang, for your insightful presentation. As a token of appreciation, we would like to present this digital certificate. Appreciation in recognition of your contribution as a speaker in this sharing session. Thank you very much. This is for certificate, digital certificate. Thank you very much. Also, I'd like to thank to our moderator, Mr. Rion Tantiana, PhD, for facilitating today's discussion. We are pleased to present the digital certificate of present in recognition of your contribution to the sharing session. Okay, thank you, Mr. Rio. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this time I would like to invite the head of research center PSDI to deliver the closing remark to Professor Dr. Esa Prakasa. The floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Miss Christine. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen that attending this webinar either in offline, in persons, or in online through the Zoom. Yeah. Okay. For today, firstly, I would like to express our deepest gratitude to all of you for participating in today discussion in design, this design webinar, and especially also we are truly honored to have Prof. Win Huang with us for sharing his insightful presentation. That for today, the presentation entitled Human AI Co-Creation with an Interactive Generative AI for Visually Generating Math Problems in Authentic Contexts. I think his work provides a new perspective for us on how generative AI technologies can enrich, can improve the method of human-computer interaction. And then his research has introduced us to innovate approaches in advancing human-computer interaction, particularly through the integration of generative AI and recognition technologies, within educational problem, especially for learning the mathematical problems. By using these technologies, I think we can have a new prospect in the future. So we can improve the learning process, and then we can achieve our target how to provide the quality of the learning process in the mathematical area. So we believe this session has opened exciting opportunities for future collaboration, whether through the joint research with, I think, with several potential topics. Prof already mentioned in his slide, in his presentation. So I think we can proceed to that topics. Once again, thank you, Prof. Prof. Huang, for coming to our center, for sharing your knowledge. I think we are very appreciate with your willingness for this year to come to our research center. And then thank you for all participants, and also for the research group of human-computer interaction and visualization that is led by Dr. Arafat, Pak Arafat, and all of our colleagues, the researcher from BRIN, and also the students. I think some of the participants right now are students that are conducting immersion in our research center. Okay, that's all, and we look forward to seeing you in the future PRSDI sharing session or PRSDI design webinar. Once again, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Professor Esa. Now we will presentation a souvenir from BRIN to our speaker. Ada lagi. Wah, please come to forward. Sama sertifikat sih. Ini sertifikat aslinya juga. Di depan, Pak.
Ini langsung gitu.
Thank you very much. And next, moderator. Thank you very much, Professor Esa. Dear participants, now it's time to announce the winner who will receive a balance prize. Congratulations to our winners. Give applause to Mr. Miss Firila, Dr. Marga Suryamadani, Raisa Rahmadani. Mr. Wawan, Firila, this class. Okay, congratulations. Wawan, please stand up, Pak Wawan. Give applause to Mr. Wawan and Miss Firila. Okay, give applause to Mr. Firila. Okay, congratulations once again. Please, for all winners, send a direct message to the PRSDI BRIN Instagram account to claim your prize. Dear participant, with the closing remark and the announce of the winner, we have now come to the end of today's sharing session. On behalf of the organizing committee, we would like to express our sincere apologies for any shortcoming or inconveniences that may have occurred during the event. That the knowledge and insights shared today will be available and beneficial to all participants. We hope this sharing session can explore possible collaboration in the future. Thank you for your participation and enthusiasm. We wish you all the best, and we look forward to seeing you again at our next sharing session. I'm Christine. It's been a pleasure to be your host. Thank you. Take care, stay safe, and have a wonderful day. Goodbye and 谢谢. Thank you very much. Thank you for all participants.